Y'all knew I'd be back. Like, as much as I can't stand the Beatus arc, because I really can't, it gets on my nerves. And even last night, as I started reviewing Classic Chantel's dietary cycle, I made it clear that there are certain aspects of her life that I'm not going to touch. Unless it's sped up, because the sped up grocery haul was kind of funny to go through because it was some BS. So if somebody edits down her fuck shits fast enough, maybe. But for now, her rages, because she's always showing her true personality when she does these mukbangs, because she seems determined to shovel food in her face for profit, or when she gets back to struggle chefing. I want to see cooking stream, Chantal. I know you watch these. Get back to cooking. I want to see you cook. You said you were going to cook, but now we're getting excuses already. So we're going to... Marley Hendricks, one of my favorite editors in the Chantopolis, condensed your fuck shit down to the most palatable, because I know you like biting that word, palatable, ingested form of your fuck shit, and I am going to enjoy playing it and getting through this, because I watched some of it in the Digital Underground earlier, and it was funny, but I didn't want to go through the whole thing. We'll see how far I can get through all of this, because it is Chantal, and it's like a toxic intake, and I've been trying to reduce a lot of my toxics in my life, and I don't know. I tend to replace the bad with worse sometimes. So here we go. We're going to fire up Marley Hendricks, one of my favorites. Let me get the like, because I seen she did it, and it was like, it's under 6 minutes. I got to give her a like. All right. Let's get this popping. Let's open it. And sadly, she moved more here.
Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video.
And that's another thing before, because look at that shit. She still hasn't learned presentation either, even when it's not the slop she makes herself. Because this doesn't look appealing at all. But the thing that she doesn't seem to realize is that as functional fatties, because that's what I consider myself, I can get up, I can move, I can exercise, I want to get back to functional human. But she used to be at least a functional fatty that could move around a little bit, and now she is literally floor-bound. And you're going to listen, you're going to hear her complain, and you're going to see the patterns that I've already learned, even as a newbie to the foodieverse.
I have my lunch with you. It's about noon. I'm trying to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner like the doctor recommended. I was up at around 8 a.m. today, which is pretty good. I slept a long time. I was just not feeling well yesterday, so a bit dizzy today as well, but I took my blood sugar and it's actually lowered.
First of all, you have the diabetes and you just got insulin, but you really do need to get on a regular routine and eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I know you're about to make some excuses because that's all you seem to be good at doing. But I'm telling you, as somebody who's fucked up my health and got lucky, because I've dodged quite a few bullets, thank goodness, you were playing with a very loaded gun. And it's breaking you down, and we can visibly see it, honey. We can see it, we can hear it when you talk, we can see how out of breath you've been, how allegedly exhausted you've been. It's called diabetes, and you need to take care of it, and yourself.
I think the medication is actually working, so here's my blood reading for today, fasted. It's still high, but it's not as high as it was. Remember when I went to the doctor?
It's not. That's still too high. And I hate this fucking diabetes arc, and I know we're stuck here no matter what, because you've had it for a while, so it's not a big announcement. But to say that that number isn't that... No. Stop it. You should have been hospitalized, and you know it, we know it. Ridiculous. You keep staying in denial. You were going to deny yourself. You might not make it to Club 40. I thought I was going to welcome you in the Club 40 so I could really call your ass out. Because I kind of feel bad right now because you're still 39. So you still got a little bit to go before you should know better territory. But you might not even get to Club 40 if you keep this up. Making these excuses, it don't make sense.
My fasted blood sugar was like 414. So, this is a huge salad. This doctor...
Look, it was a doctor testing your fasted blood sugar at 414. You believe some fucking fuck-ass machine that you probably bought in some supermarket over a doctor? Because I know a doctor didn't give you that blood glucose meter. You said you ordered it or got it from the supermarket. So yeah, we trust what the doctor said over your little Tinker Toy machine, honey. Plus, you're a liar who lies with fucking diabetes. Let's not forget that. Fuck out of here with that. She's crazy.
Told me to eat mostly fish, chicken, and vegetarian. Like, you know, mostly vegetables, like this much. Like this.
She was being smug to those of us who either do, I don't even want to say soft, dirty. Keto's keto. You eat less or absolutely no carbs. You don't have sugars. You eat a lot of lean meats and vegetables. I don't do full keto myself because I can't. My bariatric and my allergies and some other stuff make it a little bit harder, so I worked with a doctor on what I can have and what I can't have. But the thing is, Chantel, everybody's different. That's why instead of giving advice on what people should and shouldn't do because you found something that allegedly worked for you, you tell people what you do and you tell them to go and work with a doctor and dietitian. That's the smartest advice I can give to any of you who are looking to get on a weight loss journey or start a weight loss or whatever the fuck you want to do with your life. Work with a doctor. They are trained to know. And if you're lucky, you'll get a doctor that listens to you and understands you. And if you don't, there are plenty out there. Look for them. Don't listen. Don't take your advice from YouTube heifers. Not even heifers like me. I'm saying that. Don't take my advice. Do you, but do it properly with a proper medical trained person. Okay? That's it.
This much he showed me with the hands, like this much vegetables on your plate. This much for your palm. So you do this thing with your palm. It shows you how much rice you can eat. So this.
First of all, her palms are way too big. I say this as somebody who I used to think my palms were big. You have very big maws, and I'm not fat shaming. It's just just look at that cup. And you've already shown you cannot control yourself around rice. So you don't really need to be eating too much rice. If the doctor has seen some of your mukbangs, he'd probably tell you no more rice. Point blank. Yes, rice is normally a healthy carb in small portions and in moderation. But you don't do anything in moderation, so you don't need the carbs. And I can't even imagine a doctor saying stuff like this to me. Something ain't right about this story, but I'm going to leave it between her and the alleged doctor. I don't give a fuck. It's ridiculous.
Basically, I have to eat very bland, he said, because like the salt level and things, I have to be very, very careful.
It doesn't have to be bland. You can cook with other things that give you good flavor. You just have to learn how to cook. But now that we know your excuses, I'm too tired, but it's really you don't feel like cleaning your dirty ass kitchen, you dirty heifer.
Because this can lead to my kidneys were fine now, but this.
She's saying that because she put her medical business out there, which I don't want to get to. I legit do not like, I believe in HIPAA. We have a very strong HIPAA policy here in the States. So we don't go telling our medical business like that. That's why, I don't really have to prove it, and I'm sure some people can find it. But there have been medical things about me that's online. It fucking sucks. There's certain things that I can't get away from because of my mental health journey. It is the reality. But because of HIPAA, I can keep whatever's going on with my bariatric and other stuff private. It's called a personal life, Chantel. And if you didn't live your fucking personal life online, we wouldn't have to know this stuff. But because you need the coins, because you're a broke-ass bitch, here we are. This is the ninth circle of hell.
This in your urine can lead to kidney problems down the line from eating way too much sodium. Plus, being diabetic can definitely.
You mean that bullshit you said? Like you're literally replacing brine, and I'm not shocked because we watch you literally drink pickle juice and salad dressing. There's something wrong with this chick, like for real, real.
Damage your kidneys. So it is order out, but it's from like a really healthy organic place that only makes like really good health food. So this is a huge salad.
You couldn't make a salad in your kitchen? You did your grocery haul. You had supposedly fresh veggies, or top-offs as you were calling it. You couldn't make a salad in your own dirty-ass kitchen? Why'd you need to order a salad? That don't make sense. They come in bags. It's like the easiest thing to slap together if you don't want to freaking chop and stuff yourself. There is no level of fucking fatigue where you can't put a salad together. This is just an extreme level of fatty entitlement, and I'm not going to stop calling it out. Fat girl to fat girl, learn how to fucking get a bag salad if you're that tired. They sell them in bags, even in Kuwait. Get the fuck out of here.
Having for lunch, you're going to laugh, quinoa.
I'm not going to laugh. I'm not going to laugh because I don't care. This is not impressive because you should be doing this yourself. The fact that you're not active does more damage to your already broken down body than what you're putting in it. We constantly see you putting food in it, foodie. When are you going to start getting active? That's what I want to see. I want to see you being active. I don't give a fuck about the food. You're constantly putting food in your face. That's all I ever see.
Good protein source and high in fiber. It's like a superfood. Cherry tomatoes, raw cashews, leafy greens, pomegranates, and feta spring onions.
Now, I just did the Bonnet Chronicles yesterday where I did some classic foodie where she like legitimately went hard for sweet potatoes in her microwave with almond butter. So this is not surprising to me that she thinks ordering out a big ass salad is going to be the thing that changes her beatus around. It's not, because you're not pairing it with an active lifestyle. And we could tell by the fact that you not only put on the chin spags, but a hat to keep the chin spags in place. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but what you're doing when the camera's not on you is probably going to be more interesting than this fuck shit.
And I poured the vinaigrette. It's like a vinaigrette. And this is for later, my dinner for later, so I don't have to worry about that today because I'm kind of feeling still dizzy a bit. But I need to have the energy to batch cook. And
you don't need to have the energy to batch cook. You don't need to batch cook. Point blank, you are a binge eater. So you need to prepare small meals. You need to learn how to prepare small meals. One of the things that I've watched in classic Chantel land, which I hate the fact that I'm even versed in that now. What is my life? But getting back to the point, every time I've seen you cook, it has been way too big portions for one person. You need a doctor and a dietitian to really teach you portion control, because even that amount of salad is a lot. And you don't seem that you're the only person that doesn't seem to understand that, because your brain is stuck in binge mode. I don't know if we'll ever toggle it back to normal portion mode, but as long as it's stuck to binge mode, it don't matter if the food is supposedly healthy or not, you're eating too much of it. And you don't want to hear that. You definitely don't want to hear from a fatty like me, because you think, well, how dare you? You're not transparent. What do you eat? I'm not getting paid to fucking eat online, dummy. So I don't have to show you what I eat in the day. I've shown you that I can exercise. You still have not brought those receipts up. Every time you've been willing to humiliate yourself in front of a camera, or with Salah holding the camera, you've barely done more than 4 to 5 minutes. That is not enough activity to undo the damage that you're doing to your body. And you need to hear this, because apparently you do watch us when we say this to you. This salad ain't doing fuck all. It's not going to help you. You need activity.
and have things ready. That's the problem. This is my dinner for later. I'll show you guys later.
That's the problem.
What it is. Okay, so
I don't give a fuck about your dinner. I don't give a fuck about your dinner. I really legit don't. If you don't cook it yourself, if you're just going to order out, I truly don't give a fuck about your dinner, because you're still being lazy. You're still not going to do activities that you need to do to save your own life, and learn how to cook to save your own life, because I know you're not trying to save your own life. You're trying for pity. And I ain't got no pity or sympathy for the hijab demon. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, why? Because she's a liar who lies with diabetes. For real. I mean, I know we all know. I know Marley knows. That's why I love watching you, girl. But we all, if you're watching me and you're new to this and you're like, Tim, what the fuck? I come to you for news and politics. What is this? This is my new Calling Out the Heifer series, and this liar who lies tends to keep food by her that she knows she's going to hoof down, whether she does it on camera or not, because she has binge eating disorder. And this isn't to disorder shame, it's the fact that she won't get help for it. And until I can shame her into getting help for it, I don't feel bad. Because she's not really trying to get help for it. She's just trying to get pity views. That's why I love when people edit her fuck shit down, so I don't have to even think about giving her a direct view. Fuck out of here.
and I have a whole case of water here on the ground. So yeah, so let's try this. Bismillah. Quinoa. I never thought I would eat quinoa. It's because I wasn't making it right. I don't know.
See, and I didn't get to that portion of classic Chantal. I probably would skip it, because honestly, after watching the I'm gonna spiritually eat bullshit yesterday, I don't think I can really take my nerves. I can't take too much of her nonsense. She gets on my nerves because it's all the same thing over and over. I can't imagine those of you who did 7 years of this shit. No wonder you're in it for the long haul, because, oh man, it's the same thing over and over and over. So she didn't learn how to make quinoa, which, okay. But you're still eating way too much of it, so who cares? Even if it's a healthier grain, when you overindulge, it doesn't matter. It negates the whole point of eating healthy. You're overdoing it. And I know some health nuts will be like, no, there's no such thing as overdo. It is when you're a binge eater. Let's get it right. If you're already burning the calories and carbo loading and lifting and doing weights, this isn't for you. And I don't need you in my comments talking about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. She does no activity. This salad isn't going to do what she thinks it's going to do. It might even make her angry, especially since she has a little side meal on the side. She needs to hear this bluntly. She's not helping herself at all.
Let's see if it's good in this salad. And I was craving a salad.
Yeah, I don't believe
I have
that.
a medication that I'm on. Janumet X.
It's too much. I don't care about her medication. She's, oh my gosh. I'm skipping ahead because honestly, that's private. That is shit you should keep to yourself. But you're such a liar who has to monetize your whole life that you got to put business out there like that. That's not okay. You don't need to list your medications, honey. Have some decorum. Have some home training.
You have to be very, very careful. Did you know if you need to lower your blood pressure, like you have headaches and your blood pressure's high, eat a banana?
No, and please, please, whatever you do, don't take this advice from this girl. She says a lot of stupid things without thinking of it, and she never prefaces that, hey, I cannot and am not qualified to give medical advice. So she tells you to lower blood pressure with something that could literally spike her blood sugar? Are you really watching this girl for anything but the carnival? I hope that I don't have to tell anybody watching me the lack of common sense it takes to take any kind of life advice from this clown. But the fact that she said that so confidently, no, if you're having high blood pressure problems, I would like to hope that you're in a place where you can go to a doctor or at least a free clinic. Don't listen to this idiot. There's no food that can stop medical issues like that. Stop it. She's always trying to find the miracle food. Stop it. It's freaking ridiculous.
I was told that. Bananas are high in sugar though, but like if blood sugar's not really an issue.
She has to fucking beat us. I need to fucking remind you all because she says this like she doesn't have a little disease that could rob her of sight, rob her of limb, rob her of her whole entire being. She's playing the game of fuck around to find out though, and I'm just here to see how it all ends because this is like, okay, ma'am, okay.
I'm enjoying this.
No, you're not.
I really need to buy all the ingredients to make bowls like this, salad bowls.
I thought you had the ingredients. I thought you did grocery hauls with your little fruits and your vegetables and your little juicy juice and chocolate talks that we all know you already hoovered before you went to see that doctor, and that's how you got that 414 maple syrup sugar rate in. Why is it that you shop so much when it's only you and allegedly Salah living there? I have 3 grown-ass people in my house and I don't have to shop as much as you do. This ain't healthy and it don't make sense. Some math ain't mathing. And when math don't math, that equation don't make sense. And it don't make sense the amount of food you're going through if you're on your new path to curing your diabetes again. Especially since you don't have some of the wink wink nudge nudge medication you used to have to cure it. You know what I'm alluding to. I've seen the archive.
They're very good. I was really craving it.
I love it when they slow her down.
Which I'm thankful for because I could have been craving something super bad.
Like she doesn't crave super bad. We all remember that grocery haul with all the chocolate and all the juice and all the stuff that she swears that she's going to have willpower and not get through. She lies so fucking much. Let's see. So she's already telling us she's craving something super bad. She's never not craving something super bad. That she's going to eat it anyway? Of course she is. Good thing she's just craving the salad. Okay. We don't believe you. The lack of self-control is Shmee's fault too. Like I said, I don't know her mom, but I like to think as somebody who had to go through certain similar issues with parental neglect, yeah. It can be a factor in why she craves any kind of desperate attention, any kind of dopamine hit, because she did not get enough parental guidance. Fortunately for me, Unlike Chantel, I had grandparents' guidance. And because my grandparents loved me, I had the discipline to say no to certain things. Does it always work? No, you can see visibly. I'm working it off again. I do go through my periods. It is a cycle. But you have helped my cycle. You have helped jumpstart me into keeping on the right track because you were so annoying and so aggravating that instead of stuffing my face in rage, I just go exercise or do some housework. You were great for the household. I will say that. Except for yelling at you at night. I gotta stop doing that. You are not allowed after 11 p.m. No Shantopolis because yelling at my PC keeps my partner up and I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, I
So yeah, I'm just trying to feel better.
don't believe her.
Get this under control.
You're not going to get it under control shoveling food in your face. I will not stop saying that. If you want to get it under control, you need to eat less and walk more. Do it. Or shut the fuck up.
I need to get some red leaf lettuce.
Thank God she did that. Because she's constantly fucking singing. And she's about to say some fuck shit. And I'm going to play it. Because when you hear it, like I said, she gives away all her fucking sad life. I don't really have to make fun of it. But the fact that she's singing while eating, have some home training, have some manners. Your table manners are important. That's a new big word for you, Miss Big Words. I can't stand her. But she's going to be a writer, y'all. I can't wait. Write that book, Foodie. I'm waiting on it. My book is done. Where's yours?
A video of a museum here. That is all spooky stuff. Chucky, Leatherface. All the best.
Even if that wasn't Haram, why isn't he by your side? You literally just sat on a couch, not a few videos ago, dropping really serious health news. You are literally sitting on your floor eating a fucking takeout salad when you are in dire straits. My man, when he's not working, I can't get him to stop bugging me sometimes. Even when I'm doing my Bonnet Chronicles or other things. I love it. That's a part of being in a relationship. But the reality of your situation is kind of sad. You're sitting here eating takeout salad while he's sending you videos of a literal horror museum? Because he knows you'll like it? I thought you were fundamentalist Muslims. Fundies, and all that shit. People want to talk about what you're wearing. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't pick a side. It's not my country, not my problem, and I don't care if people get mad at me saying that. I can't do it. It's been going on way too long, and I'm not trying to get in the fucking middle of that shit. Sorry, not sorry. But the fact that you were sitting here bragging about your husband, sending you a text about the museum, that if you were walking in that museum, you probably feel a little bit better. Like, you're not impressing us, ma'am. I know it's your fantasy, but I'm going to keep saying, we don't have to indulge in it. All we can do is judge it. And I judge it as fucking weird, as usual.
So, we definitely have to go. We will.
Will you, though? Will you? I don't think you're making it much further. You face fucking a big-ass salad and you're not moving. So, you're being hopeful, but I don't see it happening. You're still on the floor eating, so I don't think so, girlfriend.
I grew up watching horror movies. My mom never let me. I wasn't even allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Maybe if your mom would have paid more attention to you, this would be more impressive. Like I said, I had neglectful parents too, but I also had a whole-ass, big-ass family that rallied around their fuck shit. So it's definitely not the same, but I watched horror movies as a kid. It's probably why my ass is a sociopath. It happens. I honestly don't blame TV for things. You need to stop finding excuses for your fuck shit. Every one of your problems is Chantel driven. Ain't your parents, and ain't the TV you got to sneak and watch. It's you, honey. You're the problem. Seriously.
Until a certain age.
Oh my God. Shut up.
I had a few babysitters that would be watching a movie and they would just
now we're blaming babysitters. It was a grandma, it was grandpa, me somewhat. Though she'll try to walk that back and defend them. No, it wasn't my mom. She was a single mom. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Now it's the babysitter's fault. Everybody's fault, Chantel. Total textbook narc, y'all. Total textbook narcissist.
let me watch it with them. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Don't care.
Pomegranates, I have like a nice sweet.
You know what? Because she's so boring. My first actual horror movie with my auntie, hey auntie, was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I was way underage for that movie. Fucked me up too. Honestly speaking, sometimes when you're young, you're exposed to stuff that you probably shouldn't be exposed to, but how you carry yourself is still on you. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna act like I haven't been a fucked up individual. I'm just smart enough to not put my fucked up stuff online forever to be documented. Dum dum. Like, hello, get the fuck out of here with that.
Crunch, you know, natural, and they have a lot of antioxidants, so they're very good for you, and they're very popular here.
You know what's really good? Eating less of that and walking more. I'm not gonna stop fucking saying it. Especially after I got to exercise and cleaning my house. You have no excuse. You don't have half the stuff to do in a day.
Salads. The quinoa tastes good inside of, like, when it's mixed with other things.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry for the noise. But the fact that she can't even eat a fucking salad. I know, quinoa. No. She can't even eat a salad without dropping it all over herself. She's 39 years old. I would say the same thing to my 18-year-old. Home training reflects on your home. Reflects on everybody who is in your life and helped raise you. And this is a poor reflection of how you grew up. That you can't even fucking eat a salad without dropping it all over yourself at 39. It's basic table manners, ma'am. Basic table manners. And I wish I wouldn't get so enraged by it. But this level of lack of care for herself doesn't make sense. She just keeps showing us that she's never going to fucking change. She doesn't even want to learn basic table manners. Yes, because she's at the Temu table on her fucking floor. I don't know. I'm just here to watch this shit show. I just don't understand it. This is why I get so fucking upset. What?
I think that's where my quinoa trauma came from. I'm hoping to feel better so I can get back out there, show you guys more of this country.
Yeah, I doubt that one. The whole idea that you just make quinoa bland is wait, I don't care. I legit, she just, oh Lord. I just think that she does this on purpose for attention. I'm glad some of you still give her attention so I don't have to give her direct attention. But she's just going on and babbling at this point to make that YouTube monies. I don't take half the shit she says seriously. I just get upset with the fact that she can't even fucking be apt to put a salad in a bowl herself. And they literally come in bags if she didn't want to do the chopping and shit herself. But she's always trying to teach us that she's a pious chef. She could have even faked the funk and did bag salad and said she put it together herself. But she's still lazy for that. So it's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to be impressed by? And now she wants to go on and babble about all the stuff that she's going to get back to. Ma'am, you can't even start a walk. So how are we supposed to believe that you're going to start walking around Kuwait? Yeah, I don't believe you. Thank God for the speed up.
This is like the best salad. I need to make stuff like this.
Yeah, but you didn't, so what the fuck's the point? You need to, but you won't. You need to, but you rather order out because it's the convenience, so that you can eat off shit ton of it and say, see, I didn't make it myself, so you can't blame me. I can blame you. Because you should be making it yourself and learning how to portion size. Look at that.
There's definitely...
That's a food addict for you. And that is not to shame addiction because, like I said, I can understand addiction. I understand that it's a need to escape. But what the fuck are you supposed to be escaping? You're supposed to be in your Kuwaiti wife like, and all of us fat heifers are supposed to be jealous of you. What the fuck am I jealous of, Chantal? Like, you were still sitting on your floor, shoveling way too much food in your face that you didn't make yourself. When am I supposed to get to the part I'm jealous of? You still haven't answered that for me.
Definitely balsamic in the...
It's at this part that I realized that my ring is off my hand.
In my last video, I forgot to add the page.
And I'm annoyed because I was baking earlier, because that's another thing. I can actually bake, and I don't want to show her fucking health things. It's already paused at that. Ugh. Don't care about your medical records. You keep your shit on your channel. Yuck. But I was baking earlier, and I took my ring off. It's in the kitchen, so I need to go get it. It's like, why? It feels weird. Either way, you, young lady, need to learn how to cook. That is my best advice. You make so many things about your life. Yet the things that I and most people might have been interested in watching you do, you won't do because you're embarrassed. And you know what? You need to pick a struggle because I don't care. This is getting on my nerves. Oh
Kidneys.
yeah, she has a lot of
I asked my
problems.
liver
She
what I
just
could
in
ask,
denial.
how's the kidney function? And he said, other than, just
We don't care. That's medical shit. I don't fucking care about her lies. This is between you and your doctor. It's called fucking HIPAA. Learn what that word means, hippo. You are giving us private information between you and your doctor because you lie so much that you know people aren't going to believe you anyway. So why are you trying so hard? Stop putting that out there. This is embarrassing for you.
I said, well, it's normal for them to be elevated a bit, in
Oh
people
my
who
God,
are
she's still...
obese.
No,
Weight loss
no,
well.
no, and it could be for some, but it is for you because you eat way too much sodium, way too much grease, way too much sugar, honey. And I know you need to hear that because, like I said, here in the land of America, they literally had to start classifying some obese as healthily obese, which I don't believe it, honestly. But it has happened because a lot of people's bodies are really surprisingly resilient to a certain effect. But doesn't mean you got to keep abusing it. So don't go using that term. Because I know you. You like to bite things, you copycat. The thing is, some of us have dodged certain bullets, thank God, because we don't do what you do. And you need to understand that if you're going to still sit on the floor eating a shit ton of food and not moving, it don't matter. There is no superfood or magic bullet that's going to save you. You need to burn a lot of that excess energy and fat, and you're not willing to do that yet. Look at that face. That's the face of somebody who's like, how can I keep making money? I don't really want to move. I don't want to do anything.
Okay, guys. I guess that's it for this video. I ate my lunch, and then dinner will be later.
Yeah, that side look. That side look. Because she heated it up and it was right next to her. And I know she ordered it out. It's probably just themed for... Nah, I don't trust her. You know her. We know her now. New to the Foodieverse. And even I've got her number. So it's not that hard to know that she's going to turn that camera off and face fuck whatever was in that container. She's a binge eater and she needs proper mental health help to get over whatever's making her think that this is satisfying to her. And I know some people are like, well, she needs a weight loss surgery. No, she doesn't. Because I can tell you from my own personal experience that if you don't get mental health help, even that won't help. You'll gain weight again. Because it isn't just a magic pill. She might initially lose weight. Several of us have. And then gained it back. Because it has to come with a team. And you have to work with people. And it's a constant work. She's not willing to do the work. So all of these people giving her suggestions, there's no easy path for this girl. And if she's not willing to do the work, we all need to just brace ourselves for the inevitable. Point blank. She needs to hear it bluntly because it's what I've had to hear. And it's not fun to hear it. But if you don't take it in, you're not going to do what you need to do to get on the right track. And you always got to make excuses for when you fall off.
I don't know if I'm gonna mukbang it or not.
Bullshit.
Probably.
And you need to keep Julia out of your shots. We don't believe you love that cat. We know why you got that cat. And we know you're going to eat that as soon as possible. So if you turn the camera back on and put it up later, we'll just know you ate it a few seconds after you did this one. How do you like them apples? Because you put your life on here like that, we get to critique it. Go ahead, give it back. I don't care. I am literally taking you as unserious as possible. Because I want you to try to give it back just a little bit, honey. Maybe that'll make you feel a little superior because you shouldn't for what you're showing us right now. You are literally on the floor after getting one of the worst health diagnoses, and you just don't care, and you're trying to convince us that you care. I don't think you do.
Probably not.
Exactly.
It's basically organic whole grain pasta, with which the doctor said whole grains are good for you. It's a vegan bolognese, so it has lentils, vegetables.
Most pastas, and this is from my experience as home cook, because I got a pasta maker. I like pasta every once in a while. It's not an all the time thing. It makes gluten. Gluten is a starchy sugar. You have diabetes. Like, I know whole grains are normally okay. in moderation. But if you don't think like I think, like Marley thinks, like anybody watching who is not new to the Chantel verse thinks that she is not going to turn that camera off and completely devour everything in that container. I got a bridge in Brooklyn, very cheap, that I'll sell you. Since y'all like to be scammed, apparently, I'll sell you some prime old Brooklyn real estate if you want one. And I'm kidding. It's a bit. If anybody tries to hit me up, I don't got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell. It's an old saying. I'm an old person. You know, I just like jokes, man. But this is, yeah. She doesn't need any carbs right now. She needs far less carbs than she's willing to admit. But she had a doctor allegedly tell her that she could have carbs, and she's just going off. So go off, queen.
Vegan parmesan, which is like nutritional yeast and some kind of nuts mixed together.
She can't stay away from the fucking cheese at all. She just can't. Cheese has not been her friend. Classic Chantal even complained about the bowel problems, but she won't leave the fucking cheese alone. Okay, go off, queen.
So it's very clean food, not fatty. You know, I find that I'm not vegan, but I find eating vegan sometimes, excuse me, it's like, I don't know, just feel healthy doing it. Like, it doesn't hurt my stomach.
And like I said, I'm not vegan, so I can't speak for the good, the bad, the in between. I don't care. Food is food, and when you develop a healthy relationship with it, it doesn't fucking matter. You just do the right things. You listen to your doctors. You listen to your dietitian. You do the right things with them. The fact of the matter is, though, the amount of work I've had to see watching vegan cooks make the same things that you can make with regular cheese, regular butter, fruits and vegetables. Like, you can argue for or against anything. I just don't think Chantel understands that it's not going to be vegan, non-vegan, keto, non-keto. It's the fact that she eats gigantic portions for somebody her size, or what should be her size, and she has no activity. She refuses to listen to that basic thing. And until she's ready to, if she can even reverse the damage, we are going to watch her continue to damage herself just with allegedly healthier food. You know, it's just crazy to me that she's not getting it. But I'm fascinated. This Chantel verse is fascinating. I will give you that, heifer.
It's not really high in like saturated fat, so maybe that's why. More plant-based is lower in certain fats. That without having a gallbladder, you know, it really helps me. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Fupa, fat upper pubic area.
Well, that was wow. That was Marley Hendrix edit. Normally I don't go through the whole thing, but it was such a short, condensed edit, which I love. It's a lot less chewing, a lot less meandering, and this is why I always try to react to the reaction. Also, that way I can send people who follow me that might not follow these people y'all's way, because you make this chick watchable. And I love the amount of edit work that you put in to Chantel's fuck shit. But a lot of the stuff she was saying, just, it grinds my gears, because I remember being that stubborn 20 years ago, and I got lucky. I got lucky. I had family who was way more hard on me than hers are on her. I have a really good support system now, and I am doing this for myself. And I don't think Chantel understands that you're not alone in the struggles with weight, honey, but you're still in denial of what you need to do, and you have to have a better routine. You said you got up at 8:30, did you? But you couldn't make yourself a proper meal? What the fuck did you do all that time besides order stuff? Like, how busy is your life that you can't get up at 8:30 in the morning, which is the time I wake up, which is fucking eerie to me. Because my alarm goes off at 8:30 every day, whether I want it to or not, and I got to get the day started. So she's not making sense. It's not logical. But I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. Thank you all so much. This numbers keep going up, y'all, and I really appreciate it, because I'm still not really taking the YouTube stuff as serious as I do my Twitch stuff, and I know it. Trying to get better at it. I was just using YouTube as file stuff before. So I'm still getting used to uploading videos and doing all my stuff on it. That's why I'm still using my Twitch studio setup. But I am trying to get better at this, and I do see the positive response. I have doubled my subscriber. When I started before the Shantopoulos bullshit, I was sitting at 230 lovely followers who followed me over to watch the Bonnet Chronicles that I do on Twitch. So I appreciate all of you who stuck it out with me for those first few years on here. But since I've started talking about her, I am almost at 500 subscribers. And when I get to 1K, like I said, we are definitely going to do a book and merch giveaway. And that's not just to entice people. I hope that you come just to hear me call this heifer out. I hope you don't do it just for the prizes. But if you do, go off. I'm a sociopath. I finally understand that. All I know is this transactional heifer just admitted that her man ain't there for her, sending her pictures of a museum, and she's sitting there lamenting about being able to walk around in Kuwait when you won't even walk around your apartment. So what are you exhausted from? Stuff in your face? Either way, she'll be back, so I'll be back, and I will see you all soon. I guess that's it. Good Lord, she's a mess.